What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Make sure you click that subscribe button and that bell notification so you can be alerted on all my new videos. Without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. As you can see, my guy's woofing. And he was late. I ain't gonna lie. He was a little late. But it's all good. We still gonna get him right. Let's jump straight into it. So, to make this haircut as efficiently as possible, to get it done as quickly as possible, I'm just gonna take my 3 guard and I'm gonna go with the grain. And I'm starting in his crown and I'm going with the pattern that his hair grows in. And why I start near the crown is just to see where his crown is, because a lot of people can have a double crown, a triple crown, or usually in most cases just one singular crown. And for those of you guys who don't know, the crown is where the hair basically starts, like the swirl, the spiral. So I have my 3 guard, the lever is fully closed. And the reason the lever is closed is because that's going to ensure that the hair doesn't snag at all. I'm using my JRL clippers. And I'm just mowing all this hair down. This is my first time cutting his hair. He wasn't too picky. He just said cut it off and just give him like a fade. But he said he didn't want it skin. He wanted it light but not skin. So we'll address that later. After the 3, went ahead and grabbed my 2 guard, went with the grain again. And as you can see, the hair is really patchy, so we went ahead and washed it. This is what it looks like after being washed. So to start our fade process, like I said, he didn't want it bald, he wanted it light. So we're gonna go with our lever closed on our Mythics. And we're kind of gonna give him like a mid-drop fade, no C-cups obviously, and he wanted to keep the sideburns. So to get it closer but not bald, I went ahead and grabbed my 0 gap clippers, my Babyless FX clippers, and I'm just following right up under that line. Now this fade process is going to be very simple as possible, and we're not going to be using a half guard today. So right now I have my lever all the way open, and I'm going up about 3/4 of an inch. Then I went ahead and grabbed my 1 guard, and I'm doing the exact same thing, fully open, about 3/4 of an inch. Actually, I'd say about 1 inch this time. It doesn't really matter. And as you can see, I'm combing while I'm going because this is afro hair. Afro hair, you have to comb/brush to cut. Now, right under that, I'm closing my 1 guard. So this is a 1. Closed 1. Now I have my 2 guard. The lever is fully closed. And with this, what I'm doing right here is I'm basically debulking, but I'm also getting out that very large line. After the 2, I went ahead and grabbed my 3. The lever is fully closed. Opening the lever would have just been a waste of time because, you know, it's just not enough hair to even be cut with the 3 open. So after that barely did anything. I went ahead and grabbed my 1.5 guard. And this is where the fade's really gonna start coming together. My lever was fully open, but now it's fully closed. And as you can see, the fade is coming together. Then I skip to my 1 guard. We're back with our red 1 guard and the lever is fully open. But as you can see, I'm opening and closing as need be. So, you know, I first go up with my 1, open, and then I come back down and close it. You just want to be safe. With cutting hair, you can always take hair off, but you can never put hair back. Always remember that. So we skipped our half guard. We're gonna jump straight into our 0 gap clippers. These are my Babyless FX once again, and the lever is fully closed. And we're gonna open it up notch by notch. So now it's 3/4. At first it was, you know, fully closed. This is the 3rd notch. Now it's on the 2nd notch, 1st notch. Now it's fully open, and I'm just like playing with it. As you can see, you're gonna see my finger tap the lever a lot. I'm going back and forth. But with a fade like this, you don't need a half guard. Half guards are really unnecessary, especially if you're flicking out. If you're using that flick out motion, you don't really need a half guard. As you can see, the fade's coming together nice. You're gonna wanna do the same thing on the sides and the back. Faded the sideburns in. So now this is the interesting part. I went ahead and added some foam in his hair. Now what this foam is gonna do, as you can see, his front hairline has a lot of bangs. Now in his corners, that's true growth, but what this foam is doing is it's laying its hair down. So as you can see, I just lifted up. These are all bangs, but in the corner, those aren't bangs. So right now what I'm doing, this isn't a pushback, but in the corner, I pushed his corners back. If you guys saw in the beginning, he had a lot of overgrowth in the corners. So in order to make the line straight and symmetrical, like he wanted, he didn't want a rainbow shaped hairline. In order to make it straight and symmetrical, we had to go ahead and sacrifice those corners. But the front, that was just all strictly bangs. So for the shape up, very straightforward. He did say he wanted enhancements. My guy was actually falling asleep. I don't know if y'all can see. This is my first time cutting him. He was a quiet guy. But yeah, we went ahead and added some enhancements. He said he wanted some enhancements. Now the foam is really good because it lays the hair down, especially if you're in a rush. And it just lays it down nicely. I didn't get a chance to do-rag him up. Like I said, he was pretty late. I didn't really have time. My next client was already waiting. But these enhancements, shout out Tomb45. You can use my promo code on any of their products and receive a big discount. And to finish off this haircut, we're just going to freehand trim the top. Now this is pretty important. Now if you do-rag them up after the foam, you probably wouldn't have to do this. But since I didn't have the time to, I went ahead and just freehand trim. As you can see, we're knocking off all the loose hairs up top. This is really going to get the haircut looking nice, pristine, and take it to the next level. But as you can see, this was a simple haircut. It took me about 20-25 minutes. Wasn't long at all. This is a quick haircut if your client ever comes late and you gotta, get him in and out. As you can see, nice and crispy. We're taking our time with the freehand. You don't want to patch them. You don't want to patch them. This is how my client came in. And this is how he's leaving. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It's the fourth Ken, and I'm out. Peace.